little while and do some quilting. I want to show you what I've got done so far on my daughter's quilts. Not a whole lot, but no, I'm getting there. I just have my hands, my life is so full. I just don't think I'm going to have time to do anything. I feel like I'm really putting a load on myself here. So we'll just wait for a few people to come, and then I'm going to show you guys what I've got done so far and what I'm working on. I'm just going to put my drink down there. So I have been making squares. And here's one of them. These are one of the quilt squares, and I need to have 5 of these. So there's that one I've got done. Then there's this one with the pretty teals. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty. Yeah. And then I have that one in the light colors, lighter colored green. So I have 4 squares done, and that's it. And then the beautiful purples, absolutely stunning purples. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit so you can see them. Let's see, I got new software here. So let me see if I can zoom out. All right, let's try that. So that's what the squares look like. Like so. Sorry, but my allergies have really kicked in. And there's the teal in the purple one. And then this one's a darker teal with some purple accents in it. And then there's this one that I have completed. So I have 4 of them completed. Working on my 5th one right now. And I'll show you that on my design board here. That's the one I got to sew, is this one here. It's just sitting. Hey, Toby. So yeah, the colors are so pretty. They're mint green, they're purple shades, they're teals, just absolutely stunning colors. And let me just get zoomed back out here. Let's see if that helped any. No, I'll bring that down. Oopsies. Now what did I do? I really messed this up. There we go. So you probably see Kiki. He's in the cage here. So this is the design board that I'm using. This is how I lay out all my patterns. You get these at, what's it called? Fat Quarter Shop. That's where I got these. And they were super cheap. These are super cheap design boards. I think it was like $14.99. So anyway, yeah, I've got 2 of these quilts to make in exactly the same. I want them identical because they're for my girls, and I want both of their quilts to be identical. Now, I'm just going to sew and hope you guys chat and talk, and I'll answer any questions if you have any. I need my foot pedal. So I'm just going to chain sew. So, yeah, I hope I did that right. Really do. I think I did. I'm trying my best to match up my points, but that's near impossible with half square triangles. I would have been live a little bit earlier, but the hot tub guy came to fix the hot tub. All right, so this is the last one in this row. There's 4 rows to sew together. So this is how I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to bring the camera down here. So this is my piece that I just sewed. So I'm just going to finger press these open, which you can't see. Let's see. There we go. So I'm going to put one set of seams this way and one going that way, this way. So you'll see. And I'm just going to finger press. So there's that one. And then this one has to go the other way, because when I join these together, the seams need to nest. I look like I'm really too close and you guys can't see a dang thing, so hang on, we'll fix it. There we go. Let me move my design board and then you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. So I've got one seam going this way, one seam going this way. Now this one's got to go this way. I know the rule of thumb is always to the dark side, but that doesn't always work. Why does this not look right? Because it's not this, oh yeah, it is. That's the star. What am I talking about? And then this one goes this way. All right. It's hard where there's already joints and seams. Okay. Now, these are all nice. Get bent. No. Yeah, that one goes that way. That one goes that way. I already screwed up. And I do this quite often. I put my seams, I iron them down the wrong way. Okay, so, and my iron cooled off. I don't think it's hot enough. No. We'll let that heat up a little bit. Hi, Yvonne. Okay. I think it's heated up a little bit. I like to press these because it just makes it easier when I go to press the whole entire square. And then I'll give them some steam. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is go to my design board and grab the next one in the next that goes in the row here. So this one here, this is the next piece that goes like so, which you can't see. Let me see if I can fix my camera. There we go. This one is going to attach to this one here. And like I said, it's really hard to line up these seams right here. So I just have to kind of go with the flow. When my husband gets home, I'm going to get him to set my camera up better because I suck at it. Really bad, as you can tell. So I'm not going to take that one out. I'm going to go to the next one here. And I'm going to grab the next one down. And then I'm going to sew this one. Oh, you guys can't even see me. What the heck have I done? Oh, what am I doing here? There we go. So this one here is the next one. And these seams do not nest, so that makes it really hard. But that's just the way it is. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the next one. Grab the next one off my design board. Try to match up my points, which isn't easy. Tiki, I hear you, Peep Peeps. I hear you. And then we got one last one, which goes that way. Okay. So now we just have to iron this side. Just one more. And all our seams will go the same way that we ironed the first ones here. So we'll iron these ones on each row the same. So this one gets ironed this way. This one gets ironed that way. Fortunately, you can't see what I'm doing. That one goes that way. Well, I didn't do too bad at lining up my stars, sort of. Not going to say I did that great of a job. And then we'll give that a little press. That side. That side. That side. And that side. There we go. So now I'm going to hit it with steam. And now we just have one more square, and then our square will be sewed. Our rows will be done. Yeah, perfect. I'm just double checking to make sure I did not screw this up. So this one will go here. Let me just bring my camera back up here. This one goes here. And this one nests, which is beautiful. Those seams nest. And I tried to mix up the colors so I didn't have a whole bunch of them the same because That's the part I don't like the most, is laying out the quilt. It drives me crazy. Okay, second row, grab this one. That one goes here, and those don't nest. So I'll try my best to match those up. And nobody's going to see that they're not. Unless they really look. And that one. Then we get to sew our rows together. And we got one more. And then now the blocks are all in place. So there's no way of mucking this up now. There. So I'll show you this. Pretty. This one's a very pretty one. I love the colors in this one. Zoom out so you can see it. There you go. So this one goes that way. And I'm just finger pressing. And then this one goes the other way. So when I need to iron it, it'll iron nice. And then that one goes this way. And this one will go that way. Okay, now I can touch it with an iron. And then I'll hit it with some steam. Now, now all we do is sew our rows together. As you can see, they're all attached. Super easy. Has anybody got any questions? Thank you, Yvonne. Yep, peep peeps, we hear you. So now all my seams will absolutely nest. I am so happy with that. So all you have to do is nest them together. Just feel the clip in there. Or you can use pins. I'd rather not use pins. I just get poked. That in there. Oops. And you could feel it nest because it's very flat right in there where those two seams meet. I love that. And then I'm going to try to match that up. Okay. And then I like to put a clip in on each block. Just so that it doesn't shift on me when I'm sewing it together. So let's go to the sewing machine now. Didn't want you to see me. I don't want to be in the photos. I don't want to be in the video. Hi, Nan. Drop that down. I'll bring you back up close. There we go. see if I do a good job at matching up my seams. Oops, dropped one. All right, let me look first. Not too bad. They still shifted. I don't know why, but anyway, they still shifted. But that's part for the cord. So I'm gonna give this a finger press. That's all I'm doing is giving it a finger press right now. And then I'm going to hit it with the iron. And I like to iron as I go. Some people leave all the ironing in the end. I don't. I don't like to do that. Okay. Now, just got to match the next row up. Oops. See, that did not work out too well. That seam, I gotta fix it. Oh, I really don't like touching the back of my work with the iron, but one of the seams curled up. There, okay, it's fixed. Okay, now just gonna match up my seams again. The next row. I don't know why they'll shift. Sometimes they do. Kiki, we hear you, baby. We hear you, Pee-Pee. And the next block is really cool too. The way you have to lay it out. I'll show you guys that because that's the next block after this one. It's a different block. There's two kinds of blocks that go in this quilt. But remember, I told you I was doing that border on mine because I didn't like their border. So I'm doing my border. And then I just want to match corners up here. All right, that's 2 rows done. So let's iron press this one with the seam going the other way. Oops, I got threads. That way. I just don't want to stretch my block because you don't want to stretch your block because of all the diagonal triangles. Very easy to stretch. So you have to be really careful because you're working with a lot of diagonal pieces. And it will stretch. Hopefully. It turned out. And now we got 1 more row to sew. And this block is done. This is very pretty fabric. My God, I love this fabric so much. Okay, so let's do our last row here. Nest our seams. This quilt is for my daughters for Christmas. I'm making 11 quilts for Christmas. I know, give my head a shake. I tried that and it didn't work. It didn't make it go away. No. My 2 daughters, my 3 grandchildren, their husbands, my son and his best buddy, and Jeff and myself. That is a total of 11 quilts that I plan. And I got all the fabrics. I got all the patterns picked out. I just need to get them done. I'm only on my 3rd quilt top. That's it out of 11. So I need to get these done. I spend a little bit of time every second day or so working on these quilts tops. So I have to make 2 of them identical to this one here. Yes, and my quilt frame is set up too, Nan, but I haven't even used it yet because I said to Jeff, I'm gonna make all the quilt tops first, and then I'm gonna quilt them. I'll just do bang, 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 one right after another and get them all quilted because I already have everything I need to make these quilts. The backings, the borders, the binding, the batting that goes between. Yeah, it's a major quilt sitting. So yeah, this one is for one of my daughters. They're going to both be the same, so neither one of them can fight and say, she got a prettier quilt than me, if you know what I mean, what kids are like. Even though they're grown up, they still can be picky. So I won't even have one piece of fabric different in the girls' quilts. The guys' quilts, they'll be identical as well. There we go. The quilt block is done. It's all sewed. So I'm going to zoom out here so you guys can see. Because we're going to build our next block. And I want it to be moved over, come down a bit. Okay, so this one here, we got to do it. This is our last row, and we need to press it this way. So every row, you're going to press them differently. It just helps when you go to sew the quilt together. Yeah, I have a plan, Nan. I really do. I have all the quilts planned out, picked out, the fabrics. Oh my God, you should see the men's fabrics I got. I got Chase's fabric. I got Jeff's fabric. They're all going to be pieced. Everything's going to be pieced. So it's a lot of work when you're doing piecing like this. I'm going to hit this up with the iron and give you a little show of the completed quilt block we just sewed. And they go together quite, whoops, spilled my oil. It's got a lid on it. So there's that one all done. So we have all 5 of our star blocks done, and I'm so happy with these. They're beautiful. I mixed up the colors really well. So you know what's really nice is I have this now to follow to make the next one. I don't have to rack my brains out figuring out where to put which piece, or you know what I mean? So there's all 5 of them. There's that one, all done. Oh, these are beautiful. And this is going to go together quite quickly because look how big these blocks are. These are 18-inch blocks, by the way, or 16. I think they're 18. I think they're almost the full size of my... Oh, whoopsies. We had an accident. I knocked my camera down. Sorry, guys. Whoa, that was bad. Whoa. Whoopsies. Miku had a fit. Miku did not like that at all. Okay, so we are problems here. Trying to get this so you guys can see the whole thing. Anyway, I think this is, yeah, it's 18 inches. 18-inch blocks when they're finished. So that's a big block. And what's what's really nice is these are haspoint triangles, but I didn't have to make them smaller. You guys remember when I sewed all of these? This is actually going to be, and I have all the rows all lined up and ready to be sewed together. So this is like one side of the quilt. I got these all sewed, all pressed on both quilts. So all I have to do, oh yeah, Miku's late birthday. All I have to do is sew these. So this is the border. I don't like the way they used, like if I show you the pattern, I don't know where it is. It's up there, I think. They used the half square triangles for the border, and I didn't like how the corners turned out. So that's why I chose this with all these. And you should see all the extra pieces I have left over off of this. So I'm going to make them a pillow. So there, that quilt top, all these are done. So I was showing you guys all of them. Look at the purples. I just love the purple and the teal. So that's the purple one. Let me move this out of the way here. This is, again, some more purples, but in different tones, different shades. And if you notice, I've done all four corners with a different piece. So that one's got there. That corner's got this on it. That one's got this. And that one's got this. And I stuck with the darker on the stars. All the stars are made with dark fabric, and the inside square is made with the light fabric. So I stuck with the same pieces here, and I made them all different on the outside. And you'll see why when I get to the next block. This one's done with teal, the dark teal on the star. Absolutely love this. I love this star. It's just so pretty. And then again, another teal one with a darker. I just like to try and pull these threads out that gets caught in the seams. The little frayed pieces. Oh, I'm not going to worry about that. I will take a lint brush to this one. It's before it goes onto the coat machine. And then we just done this one, I think. So there. Now, my next square, the next one is another 18-inch block. And I already have all my pieces laid out. So I just have to flop them in order, get them ready for sewing. So I'm going to lay this out, and then you'll be able to see the pattern right away. So I'm going to lay that right there. Lay that one there. There. That one goes there. And you could see all of the pieces are all different. There. That one. And that one. And that one. And that one. So I tried not to use the same pieces of fabric in each square. I mean, I've reused them in other squares, but I tried not to reuse the fabric. These are two different colors. So now that I have it sitting here in front of me, I kind of want to switch something up. These two colors are the same. So maybe I'll switch this there. That, oops, that there. No, that one is, I like that. These two look too much the same. So how about we switch this one with this one? Let's see how that works. There we go. How's that? So that's the actual what the block is going to look like when it's finished. What do you guys think of that block? Pretty? So these blocks are the fill-in blocks, and you only need 4 of these. And I love this design board because your pieces don't fall off. You can stand it up. See? So if you have to lean it up against something and look at it while you're sewing, it's awesome sauce. I am going to go look for the pattern because for some reason this top doesn't look right to me, or it's just me. I don't know. Does it look right to you guys? Can you guys see this? Does it look right? Something's off. I don't know what it is. Just doesn't pan out for me. Maybe right here. Is that right? I don't know. It's driving me nuts. Don't know. Well, maybe I need to switch fabric around. I think I'm just going to leave this alone before I screw it up. Yeah. Because then the next block will go right over top of this one here. I built these blocks like this. So I need 4 of these blocks. So that's the next block. Pretty. Yeah, I'm going to walk away from it and look at it because it didn't look right. I probably shouldn't have messed around with those squares. I might put those colors right back where they were. There was probably a purpose for why they were like that. So what I really like about this the board, you can build all your blocks up on it like this and just sew away. But it's a good idea to stick pins in and move the pin as you go in case you get up and lose track of where you are on your board. And I'll show you what I mean. This is another beautiful one. This one's got quite a bit of purples in it. So there's the next square. It's all lined up pretty. And then the last one, because we only need 4. And I'll show you how many blocks are left. That's why I could make a nice pillow for put these on their beds. They can use a nice, cute pillow to match their quilts. And I think I have enough to make 2 pillow shams. There's a lot of squares left. There. That one. That one. That one. And that one. So there. How's that? These are looking pretty. Do you see how vibrant the white? It's so pretty, the white in there. It really draws the attention to the triangle points. But I am going to go look for my pattern. So what I was going to tell you about the pins. So what you want to do is just take a pin and stick a pin in every square as you start your quilt. And this is a gorgeous board for sticking pins in it. If you stick a pin in here and move the pin out as you take from there, you'll know where you left off, okay? It just makes your life a lot easier. And just put your pin back. And when you complete that block, you reset your pins in your next block. So you know you're not taking and sewing one from the other block from underneath. So this is how that's going to work. So now you can see they all got pins in them. They're just standing up on end. They're like quite sticking up like that. So I'm going to move this pin because these are the first two blocks that I plan to sew together. And now, see, I still have all my pins. I know if I get up and walk away from this, I know I have to take from this next row. As long as you got yourself going in a specific order. And there is no matching up any seams here. And I love that. Amen. Finally gave me a piece that I don't have to match up seams. All right. So I'm going to bring you back up here where I'm sewing. I didn't mean to show you my face. Oopsies. All right. Here we go. There we go. So this is going to whip up really nice because I don't have any seams to match up on this, on a lot of these pieces. Some of them there is seams to match up, which that sucks, but so I'm not going to take this one off. I'm going to leave this on. I'm going to take two pins out and go to my next two. And I'm going to sew my next row. I'm starting on my next row. It's called chain piecing, chain sewing. It's, what do you call it? Assembly line sewing. Just makes it a lot easier. Take your two pins out. Take your next two pieces. And I'll never lose track of where I'm at. Take my next two pins out. Grab my next two pieces. And so, okay, so now I've got my four pieces sewed. So I'm just going to open this up and I'm going to go this way and finger press the seam. I'm just going to finger press it. And then I'm going to grab my next piece, take the pin out of there, grab my next piece, and I'm going to sew it. So this one here, I do have to match up the points. Sucks, but I do. Oops, it's snagged. Okay, and I'm going to go to the next one here. So I'm going to have my seam going this way. Ah, I'll do it later. And I'm going to go in the next one and grab the next piece. And that's this one here. So you got to, this row here, I have to line up the points, unfortunately. And I've got that thing buried. Ruby, I'm beating while you quilt and listening. Oh, that's nice, Nan. Okay, and I'm going to open up this one, and I'm going to go to the next block and take my pin out. These fray so quickly. And last one is here. So we'll take this one. So this block on. It goes much quicker if you do assembly line sewing or chain piecing. All right. Now we just need to sew our last piece on, last block on each row. So this one goes this way. And I'm putting them back on top of each other exactly. And this one I don't have to line up. Oh, nice. I do have to at least get the fabric straight. Okay, this next one, which is row 2. Here is my next block. But you know what? You can, if you go to, oh, what's it called? Fat Quarter Shop, and you want to make one of these design boards, you can make one of these. Hi, Ronnie. How are you, sweetheart? You can make one of these design boards, and they teach you. They have a video on their channel. They teach you how to make it. I got lazy and I ordered a already made one. I just loved all their fabrics on it, and I liked what they used. And I love how the fabric sticks to the board. But they teach you in a video of how to make those boards. But if you're lazy like me, you can just order one for $14.99 already made. And it comes to you all nicely wrapped. It's and you can order various sizes. I'm gonna order a few more. I'm gonna make some of my own, so I have a bunch of them for my finished blocks and one for my unfinished blocks. All right, we have one more square, so I'm pulling my pin out, and that's it. I have pulled a whole top row off now. So now all we have to do is sew the rows together, and then we will get this baby. I'm actually going to press this first. All right. So we've got it all done. So I'm going to just move my design board over here. And I'll bring you guys down again so you can see how pretty is that. Hi, Nikin. I didn't see you there. Hi. And we want to scroll out. Back in a bit. Move that way. Nope, I'll move my camera up. There. So now all I have to do is sew these rows together. But first off, I need to iron them. So I finger press that one that way. So I'm going to finger press this way as well. Finger pressing makes it easier when you get it to the iron. And finger pressing and pull it out. All right, so I'm going to hit that one with the iron as soon as it probably, yeah, it didn't, it's unheated. So now this one here, this has to go this way, because we did one that way, we're going to do one this way. Just makes it a lot easier when you go to sew it. That's how I finger press. Use my finger pad and press it and pull these little threads that get snagged in the seam there. All right, love it. So that's a work of art. And now this one here has to go the other way. And my iron's warming up. Nasty sometimes. I'm curious to see this, what it looks like all sewed together. And those of you guys that come in late, I will show you guys the finished star blocks that I made for my daughter's quilt for Christmas. And no worries, they don't watch my videos. My girls don't ever watch my videos. They don't find me interesting enough. I'd have to be a fame on TV. Okay, so there's that. Now I think I could just iron each piece. And I'm just giving it a little stretch, not too much. I'm just pulling out the seams. There. Now it should iron up really nice. So just a dry iron. And then I'll steam it. There we go. Oh, I did something wrong. I already know what I did wrong. I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, well. I have to fix all of these seams because this row was all supposed to go one way. So I'm just going to bend this over and fix it. Easy to fix. Not quite that easy. Okay. Let me just do one at a time here because that pushed up on me. So now I got to fix all my seams. So that one's right. Now all the seams have to go that way on this side. Because now my seams are all going the same way and they're not going to match up. This is why I don't like ironing the back, because all of the seams move. Oh, see? Okay, so those two are good. Now, this one needs to go this way. And this is the only one I got to fix, is the middle one. Oh, you dirty thing. And then turn that one that way. And that one that way. There. I think I got it all fixed. All right, now I'm going to flip it over because it's easier to iron it from the top. Make sure all my seams are right. That one's all going the right way. This one's all going that way. Good. Now it'll be easier to iron. And those ones are all going that way. And those ones are all going that way. Yes. Okay. Now we can iron it from the top. Give it a good press now. Because I've had to there. Make sure there's no crease in any of them. So pay attention, Ruby, to what you're doing next time. All right. Yep. Big scary iron. Hi, River. All right, so we're going to go back up to the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew all my rows together. So you guys can see. Okay. Well, we can go over one more. No. Don't. Okay. Now my seams will nest. That was dumb. I'm just double checking to make sure they're good. That's how you do that. And that one I don't have to match any seams. Perfect. Okay. And none there either. Perfect. Get rid of that. And I'm sewing at a 2.5 inch stitch. Okay. So that row is done. So I'm going to press it with the seams going up. And you can see I matched all my corners, all my seams. So I'll show you in the camera. Just let me open it up and give it a little fingery press. And I'll show you. Little press. I mean, Tiki, are you scared of the iron, really? Okay, so you can see here, my corners all matched. All my seams have all matched here. Where I joined these two squares together, they have matched perfectly. Now that's why you got to have one seam going one way, one seam going the other way. Makes it a lot easier. Now, I'll just fold this down over here and come back here and pin this row. And try to nest it nice. It's important to nest because if you don't nest them, it's sometimes very noticeable. And it throws your quilt off, you know, your measurements. And I don't have to match anything up at that end, which I love when I don't have to match seams. Okay. And no seam matching here either. Just not line up my thread or my fabric. Let's get this one sewed. Sorry, can't answer my phone right now. Miku's hello. All right, so I ironed that one up that way, so the next one here in the next row is going to go this way. So I'll be right back because I'm going to finger press it. Hello, Miku. Did you answer my phone for me, baby birdie? Hey, did you say hello? You're such a good boy. Miku's a good boy. All right. I'm going to give it a quick press. Tiki does not like the iron. As soon as I go to pick it up, he freaks. Thinks I'm going to hit him with it or something. I don't know. All right. Look at how pretty this is looking, guys. Isn't this gorgeous? One more row. This block is done. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Nice. And then I'll show you the star blocks when I finish this. I got baby Chase coming today. I don't even have a clue what time it is. It is, 1:47. And now, sew this last row. It is 10 to 2. Ta-da! And that one's done. So this seam here, we will be ironing it the same way we did the first one, up. All right. Yep, up first. I always like to finger press it. It just makes it way easier to iron. Then I'll give the whole block a nice iron Bring it all back into shape, make it completely square. Oh my goodness, I love this. This is beautiful. This pattern is by Missouri Stark Quilt Company. She does a tutorial on it, but her patterns are very vague. They don't tell you, they don't give you any really instructions. They just give you measurements and a picture. That's all you got to follow. All right, so our first block is of this kind is done. And I'm just going to have a look-see at the back, make sure none of my seams turned, and 2 of them did. So we will fix them. Just straighten them out best I can. It's always the ones that have a seam where there's already a seam. They're really hard to get those to bend up when you're going over top of another seam. Other than that, my seams are good. There we go. Done. Now it can't be any more pickier than that. So I'll bring you down to have a complete look at this and zoom you out. Hi, sister. Okay, so I'm thinking we will do it this way. Bring you over so you're not looking at anything square like that. Or square diagonal. How's that? Can you see that good? Not really. This up more. Now, let me see if I can move this over like this. Aha, there we go. Zoom out one more time. There we go. That's what we just sewed. There is our beautiful quilt block. Love it. Now, I'll show you my stars I did. So those that didn't see them gets to see the stars. You need 5 of these, and you need 4 blocks like this. So you need 5 blocks like this, 4 blocks like this, and then you put the quilt together. It's a 9-block quilt. And lots of borders. So there is my first star. There is the second star. There is the third star. There is the fourth star. And there's the fifth star. So this here is going to have, this is going to be sewed in the middle like this. That's how this goes, I think. And then another star will go on that side. So these will join here. So there'll be a star here. This goes in here. That's how this is going to go together. And then a star goes in the middle here. The only thing you want to watch for is your fabrics. They don't, they're not the same here. So you can see these are not the same. And then a star is going to go here, down here like that. See, I won't use this star because that's too close to, that's the exact same fabric. So I'll get one that has a different corner. Well, I get this one. It has a different corner. See? And then that one will match up there. So this quilt will go together real quickly once you get all your blocks done. And the blocks go together quite fast. You just saw that. Quite fast. Yeah. And then my next quilt, I'll show you all the stuff I have left. Oh my God. I'm going to make 2 pillows. And I think I'm just going to make a star for the 2 pillows for each girl's quilt. I'll put 2 pillows and then I'll put some border around it. But there is a lot of fabric left. A lot. And I'll go get it so you guys can see it. How much was left from one package of, one package of patterned cake. What's it called? 10-inch cake. I don't know. Can't even think of it. Layer cake. And 1 package of solids. And I used white. Now, where is my pattern piece? That's what I would like to see. So I can show people my pattern. Huh. I'm not sure what the heck I did with it. I did have it. But that's the stack I have left of squares. After all that work. Oops. I don't know what I did with the pattern. I'll just go reprint it. There's a lot of half square triangles left. There's just a couple of the 4 patches that I made. Just 4 of those left. But there's all of these half square triangles left that I can make beautiful star pillows with these. They're all dark, of course. There's a few lights. But I could make two cushion, like 18-inch pillows. Nothing wrong with that. I'll put a small border around just so it doesn't cut up I'll show you guys when I get to making them. So let's put together a star. So you need 4 darks. So I love this purple. Let's see if I have 4 of these. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 purples. So that's going to be actually, no, you need, where's the star? I think you need 8. Yeah, you need 8 purples. What am I thinking for? There's 6. Not enough. Let's see. Do I have 8 of these? Probably. I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 of those. We need 8 of another one. Another dark. Let's do a teal one. Green. Got to be 8 of something here. Maybe not. This almost looks like there is. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 of those. And now we need 8 light colors. And there's no way there's going to be enough here. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4 in the center for that one. And what do I have 4 of? I have 4 of those. These ones here you want to be the same in the centers. And then the outside ones can be different. So there's 1. We'll put 1 in that one too. And 1 and 1. Whoops. Nope. That one can go. That one can go. And 1 and 1. And I think that's it for lights. So you know what I'll do? I'll cheat and I'll use this as a light. Mind you, it's not really a light. It's considered a dark because I don't want any of the same. Okay. All right. Let's make 2 squares. So we'll put that there. We'll get this going here. 1, 2. Oh, this one here. I need a light one. Right there. So you start off with a light, and then you got your star, half star piece, and then your star like that. And then you need another light. You take this one and you put it there. And then over here, I think your star piece goes like that. No, that don't look right. That does. Okay. And then that goes that way. And then in the very middle, you're going to do a block that looks like that. Like so. All the same. And then you're going to do your star and turn it that way. And then your corners for your last 2 pieces will go like so. Like so, I think. No. 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 How do these go? One goes like that, and the whites have to be matching. So that goes like that. And then you're going to put one in each of the corners and one over here. And there is block. There is 1 pillow. More than enough. So we're going to just follow the same thing over here. I'll take all my dark here. This is how I built the blocks to begin with. Just built one right on top of another. That way you can't over screw it up. You can't ruin it. Goes there, goes there, like that, and like that. And then the center is these. Like so. And then we will just do the corners different. So we'll put one like that. And we'll put this one here. We will put that one there. And look at that. We've got 2 blocks, and I'll put nice border around it, and they could just sit both these pillows on their beds. What do you guys think? And that's how easy it is to build these blocks. It's just all a matter of turning your half square triangles the right way. So yeah, this is going to be a really good, and the way I do this to put these away now is I'm going to pile one on top of each other. And then when I lay it out on my felt board, they all get laid out in order. And then I'll stick a pin in it. And Miku's going to start screaming. So there you go. That one, and that one, and there. So this one here, I will start laying it out. I know how to lay it out because I pulled it up. And then I'll just stick a pin in here to know that that's the top. This is the top up here. It's just showing me where the top is. It's on that side. So that's why I put a pin there, so I don't lose face. And then just start again with all your blocks after you've built them all. Built all your blocks up. This just saves you a lot of time if you do it like this. Lay out all your pieces one at a time like this. Or if you have a big, huge table, or if you like to kneel on your knees, which I don't, and go on the floor, I ain't doing that. I'd rather just do it on my table here. And that's the second block. So there we go. So one's going to go that way, and I'll put one that way. That way, when I pick up my pile, they're like this, stacked like this. And that's how I stacked all of mine. And then the next row I put here. But this always indicates to me where the pin is where the top is. So, like so. There. So there, I've just got to do 2 of those. Which is just fine, but I can't believe, I don't know what I'm going to make with all these leftover pieces. I really don't. That's a lot of pieces left over. See, when you're building the quilt, when you're getting the pattern from Missouri Star Quilt Company, they don't give you any kind of instructions. None. Zippo. 0 instructions. All they give you is how much yardage you need and a picture. It doesn't tell you which way to iron your patterns. That's what I don't like about their patterns, is they don't give you any kind of indication as to where you should iron your seams, so everything matches up. They don't tell you what really how thick to cut your borders. They don't give you any of those instructions, and I really hate that. So the next quilt I'm making for the guys is I'll go get the fabric and show you the fabric I got for the guys and the fabric I got for mine. You gotta see this. And I'm gonna go put Niku in his room because he's really gonna start screaming. And I don't feel like listening to it today. Or any day for that matter. You ready? You wanna go? You ready? You wanna step up? You want to step up? You want to step up? Come on, big boy. Want to step up? He doesn't want to step up. He wants to fight. He knows I'm going to put him in his room. He's smart. Very, very smart. Oh. These boxes are a bit heavy, but oh, I pick up heavier stuff than that at work. Okay. So everything I buy from Missouri Star Quilt Company. Their fabric is absolutely amazing. It is very, very, very good quality fabric. So we'll start off with mine. So I'm going to just move my stars out of here. I don't want to get them dirty at all. So I'm just going to lay them on the board. Okay, so let me show you what my pattern theme comes from. And this is another Missouri Quilt company. You needed, I don't remember if you needed 3 or 4 charm packs for this quilt design. Oops, hang on, guys. All right, sorry about that. Just my rubbing alcohol that came in. Okay. I don't remember if it's 3. Let me see. Do I only have 3 charm packs? Okay, so it's just 3 charm packs. And this is another one of their quilt designs. So this charm pack has a piece of all the fabrics. You can see it's stunning again. Hi, Kathleen. So I'm just going to show you how beautiful this fabric is. I don't want to go through every piece, but just look. It's just stunning. That color. That one. It's all butterflies and flowers. That one. Love the fainted colors. Like, look, just fainted on there. That, some foliage, just beautiful. So this takes 3 charm packs. I don't know the name of it. I have to go look it up. I'll know it when I see it. Some more. These are all the darks. That one's pretty. And then you got your teals and purples. There's 2 colors of purples in here, a couple colors of teals. So this is my charm squares, which will be real easy because I think I have to make half square triangles out of all those. That'll help me. And then I got the yardage. So there's one of the patterns I got in yardage. I got that one in this one. This one. This one. And the yardage is for the borders. I'm going to put lots of borders on mine. This one here is 2 yards. So this is obviously for the binding or something because I got 2 yards of that and I got 2 yards of this. And I really love this print. So that's that. So those are all the colors that are in my quilt. And this here is 5 yards of the backing. And of course, it's all dark purples and pinks. You can see the colors in that. Isn't that gorgeous? So this is my quilt. And then I got the threads to match. So yeah, these are all 1 yard. So obviously these are accents for something in the quilt or they're borders. This might be borders and binding. It's very possible. And these are accents. I think those are the accents, to be honest. Oh, wait, there was another one. I didn't see this. This one fell. And there's another 2 yards of this one in this color. This fabric is stunning. You guys will love this. What is this fabric called? It's called Butterfly Blooms, Flowers, and Lilac. No. It's Artisans Batiks. Oh, and it's batiks too. Another good thing about that. I love batiks. And the reason I love batiks is because there's no front and back. I like that. Most of you probably will. Look, you cannot tell the front to the back. And they say that if you can't tell the difference, then it doesn't matter which way you sew these. But look, there's the front and the back. They're all the same. So that's going to be a pretty quilt. And I will work with that in intervals with you guys. And then for the guys, I bought 4. It's called Sapphire Sky. I bought 4 packs of the, what do you call these? 2.5-inch strips, jelly roll strips. There's 40 strips. This is called 40 Karat Gems, Sapphire Sky. Okay, I'm going to open one just so you can see some of the colors. And this here, I'll show you, I'm making the drag race quilt with the jelly rolls, or 2.5-inch strips. So yeah, Sapphire Sky is just to me, it's a nice men's collection because it's not very flowery. It's more of abstracts, you know, and some leaves. but the colors are just stunning. And it's very masculine to me. So the drag race quilt will be super, super nice. See, that's kind of it's very masculine. Not so much that one. All abstract. So you get 2 of each. So there's probably 20 different kinds here, and you get 2 of each. Because it shows 2 of each. So this here is the this will be the main one. This one here is the accent and borders in this color, in this light blue. I thought this would look really nice because the backing, I bought 11 yards of this in the backing for the men's. So they're all the same and kind of like abstract. So this is the backs of the quilts. And there's 11 yards of this color here. So that will make 4 quilts because each quilt took 4 yards, I believe. No. Each sorry. There's 18 yards. Oopsies. 18 yards. Each quilt took 4. And I got extras because the extras I'm going to use, because I might make a mistake. And if I make a mistake or where I have to seam these to join them. Oh my God. He knows you're home. Huh? He knows you're home. I noticed. Every time Jeff gets home, Miku screams. So I don't know. I think this is pretty masculine. Don't you guys think it is? It's all blues, not really flowery. I tried to stay away from flowers. I mean, leaves. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah, this has 18 yards. I forget what the pattern calls for, but I'll look it up. I know I went by the pattern. So yeah, I got 4 packages of these. 4 jelly roll packs. And to be honest with you, this was a very expensive bill. That was my bill for this fabric. Wait. 341 US. So that was like 600 and something Canadian for all of this fabric. These are very, jelly rolls are, these are like 40 something bucks a piece, I believe. The jelly rolls are $37.80. And the 18 yards of fabric alone was 170. So 18 yards of this. Why was that so much? $35.95 for 1 yard? That can't be right. Quantity 1. Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. $35.95 for 1 of these. Yeah. And then the accent here, this one here, the one that's got 4 yards, that was $37.80 for 4 yards. That's not too bad. So I don't know. I thought this, and I bought all the fabric that was in the line. I didn't buy anything different. And it got out again. And I'm just gonna put this back. So yeah, and next time I'll show you what I got for Jack and for Baby Chase. And that's about it, because that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 is 8. Mine, Jeff's, and Chase's. That makes 11. So, yeah. So, yeah. Now you can see my Christmas shopping is done, guys. I've got to get the quilts done, but my Christmas shopping is done. If I have any, I won't have any leftover fabric for the guys. I know that because I bought almost exactly what it required to make that with. I think that's just my rubbing alcohol. I didn't have to sign for it this time. No. Well, anyway, I hope you guys had a nice time. I know I don't do a whole lot of stuff on videos anymore. I will once I get my life back in order and organized and get this hecticness over with. I will be back to doing regular videos. On what? I don't know. Crafts. So, crafts. I don't know, whatever I can do. So, yeah, that's it for today. Me and Jeff made these tables. They're nice big tables. They're ironing boards, and they're my sew tables. We made 2 of them. One for my sister, and she's going to be here next weekend. Not this weekend because her son's getting married this weekend, but next weekend she'll be here and we'll be doing some crafts. So she's going to be sewing. I'm going to be sewing, and she's going to be making stuff for our craft fair in November. Yeah, my fingers are fine. They're healing up perfectly. Actually, beautiful. Love it. They're not as painful as all. They're just a little bit tender, and they're probably always going to be tender now for the rest of my life. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. My baby Chase will be here in like 10 minutes, so I'm going to go get my button gear here and move some stuff, or he'll be touching everything. And I'll see you guys real soon again, I promise. All right, take care. Have a great day. Bye.